Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to do unboxing. First, we're going to thank you Tesery for selling all the cool stuff. So let's not waste time and jump right next to it. Okay, so today's unboxing is going to be a mobile phone holder. So it comes with this. So that means when you open it, you just can't close it back. Okay, quite cool, I would say. Very nice. Okay. Oh, it just stops here. Okay, I'm just going to use my scissors. Weird design. There we go. I think they should do it all the way around. Anyways, so you have this magnet card holder, which you're gonna first. Okay. And then these are the magnets. So they gave two, so you can use two phones. Well, the one is pretty much very straightforward, heavy magnetic kind of feel. Okay. So this is the holder, very straightforward. Oh, wait. Let's check what's inside the box. Okay, so we have the cable inside here. Okay. Now next, let's go for the next item. Okay, so right now we're gonna do the next one. Let's go for the cookie dashboard cookie. I'm quite curious what's this thing. Anyway, let's do this again. Okay, this one they have it all the way. Oops, it's ready. Did I just do this? Oh, okay, try it again. All right, I'm just gonna use the scissors. And this is how it looks like. This is the display that actually goes right on here. So when you're not charging your phone, you can actually have this display here. And I will say it's pretty much very cool. So it's an LCD display with a magnet, and then that's where you're going to charge it. Let's move on to the last item, which is the transmitter. I wish they had, you know, they do this bit easier for us to. It is really tough. Oops. This is the transmitter. Wow, this is how it looks like inside. Okay, and all right. So they have it all wrapped up in this like I would say like a velvet cover, velvet cloth or something, just to cover all these cables to make it more presentable. And then this will just connect to the car. So this is not my department. We're gonna try it out later. And then what is this? This is the tool that you use to actually, I would say, wedge the part open so that we can stick or do this installation. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up our video for the unboxing for all the three items. So for the next part 2, which is the installation part.
Hello everyone, today we are going to do the installation of the Tita Dashboard. Helping me is my son. What's your name, boy?
Samuel. Yes. I look Malay, don't
Okay, so we watched some videos and apparently we need to remove this first. So anyway, we'll keep you guys updated on the progress. Okay, so we're removing this thing. This is our first time, we're a bit nervous. So, okay, good thing I got my son here. But we need to make sure that we power off the vehicle once we're done, because if we try doing it, it keeps turning back on again. Okay, the next thing is we're going to use this crowbar to open the sides. Careful boy, no rush, no rush. So we have it open like that now. Okay, Samuel, you want to explain? Okay, next thing we're doing is to use this crowbar to remove this nut or clip. So, was it easy?
kind of.
Okay, okay.
Now use the crowbar with your finger the other side.
Finger out side.
Did it. Alright, cool. So what's the next step?
Move this here
Mm-hmm.
so you can see underneath.
Okay. Okay, next thing we need to remove it from here. Use the crowbar.
Amazing.
Totally doable by yourself.
Wait, let me try.
Or you want to try it open?
You have to see the video while we do this at the same time.
Okay, never mind. I guess it's just that one. Yeah.
Okay.
You took the whole thing off of you.
Are there any like clips there that's stopping it from coming out?
No, I think you just need to maybe just take this out.
Okay, so what we did was we removed the floor mats accessory and then we pulled it out from the side like that. Okay, so we expose the wires. Now we need to make sure the car power is off. So how to turn off the car power? We click here. Then we go to safety. Scroll all the way down and power off. That's all. Now we move into the wiring.
Okay, so I need to find the tool. Find this and connect
Yeah,
the
so boot
cable
and connect.
to it.
那就可以 release 了。
Yeah.
嗯
Okay, so we remove that top part. Then
Where the fuck is the transmitter? Oh, this one.
okay,
So connect this to here
make sure the pins are aligned.
and this one.
Hold on, the power came back on again. Okay, so alright, next.
Put it into the top. And then
Just not that one, put it back then. This one. And I even haven't seen the video yet.
We show awesome sauce. So that is the transmitter. Seems like it's already connected. Is it?
yeah, it's already connected.
How do you know?
I mean, I need to connect
Seems
it into
connected already,
something.
Okay, so we have everything connected, but we're not gonna put things back yet. We're going to test the dashboard, whether it works or not first. Okay, so what we've done is we just hooked it up to one of the USB ports over there. And just to make sure that it works. Okay, you wanna explain how the thing should be aligned? Okay, so now we are adjusting it to make sure it's perfectly centered. Okay, so we have stuck it. It's kind of weird though. Like, I don't know why. Okay, after much ling long, we did it like that. We had a bit of a gap here so that it can sit flush to this slope. Whether it's going to be centered or not, guess depends on your perspective, where you're sitting. If you look, but overall it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. All right, so far so good. Okay, so from here we have this done. Now we just need to find some kind of way to hide this thing. So I don't know. We see how it's done later. I mean, it's not ideal, but we have it run over to the left, to the back. So that's like the workaround right now, because ours is like a right-hand drive. Yeah, now it's time to put everything back.
What light? Give him light.
The 30 light.
There's a clip there, guys. Make sure all the clip not in.
Okay, narration, son, narration.
It's not in yet.
Sure, should we go from the back? Because at least we know where this starts.
No, the front here needs
To
to
clip in one.
clip in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go back to the. Alright.
Okay, then we're clipping things back now.
Remove now.
This is like the most nauseating installation video we have. Why, what's happening?
To clip in all this.
Hmm.
That's an clip in. Is it okay or not? This one.
You will know if we can put it back.
That
So far, I think it's fine. That's why the nut is for. You just make sure it clips to the bottom first. Then after that, we use the nut to hold it back into place. After
It's a clip, not a nut.
the clip. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Where's the one?
So we put the nut back, clip back. Full. So it's like
Just press in.
just press in.
Smells-
Okay, cool. So we're gonna put the clip
Try
back.
What?
And now I can push this into lock. Right, I'm stupid. The sound. Hello. I'm gonna force it and then break it pull up.
And finally, we just put this.
Hey, right now.
Oh shit! Whoopsie!
Go,
Forgot
go,
this
go.
one.
Walao eh.
It's the fun of it. Luckily, we have so many people working on the same thing.
She always said it's not efficient. No?
There you go. It's better. Alright, and then the final part is to put this rubber seal. They have a word for this.
Waterproof.
Waterproof. Samuel, you can work for Tesla now. Elon Musk, hire me. Hire Samuel.
Same thing. You have for that side. Open it and then we run it through.
Tips.
Okay, wait. Okay, Samuel, want to share some tips on the installation?
Pay attention to where all the clips are.
Hmm.
Because when you're putting everything back in, don't be afraid to force things out a little bit. Don't like pry everything open with all your strength. Just like don't be scared to use a bit of force.
Thank you, son. And there we have it.
Okay, it is now to put on the Tita display. So this is the display here. And if you want to know which is the right side, you just look at the wording. And when you touch at the bottom, there's like a charging port for the USB-C. So just hold it and you flip it like this. It goes on because it is magnetic. So cool, isn't it? Oh, and look, I just did a startup display screen. So cute, isn't it? All right, so you can see here there is the range display, so you can see, so we know whether we need to charge or maybe we can continue on with our journey, and this will display the time. So if you look over to the left side here, you notice that I will actually have the battery display instead of a range. So it's good to have one that shows the battery percentage, and if I look over to the front, I also get to see how much mileage I have left, or in this case, how much range. All right, so let's see what happened when we tap on the brakes. Okay, so right now you'll notice that it will show 0 because why? It's actually putting it into drive. So if I just put it back to here, if I put it back to a P, all right, it will show that the cabin is now at 17 degrees and it's at park mode. If I step on the brake, you'll notice that the indicator here will show up and the range is still at the bottom here. All right, so as you can see, the car is ready to go. So let's go for a short drive. Okay, so as I drive right now, I'm going to drive near my neighborhood. So you can see it actually shows like the speed. Yes. Okay, so if I do any indicator, like so, it will show that the indicator now is on to the right. So if I do it the other side, you'll notice the indicator will show now is on the left. Okay, cool. So you'll notice that it will show as I'm braking, it will have the green indicator. That means it is recharging the battery. But if I'm driving, you notice that this here will show up, the bar. The white color bar show means I'm using the electricity. So I think that's a very good information to have. And it also show what is the speed I'm going at right now. All right, so let's just say if I were to do it on autopilot, what's going to happen? Okay, so you'll notice that they will show the indication here, like what is the fastest speed. The speed limit here is 50 kilometers per hour. And you notice just now there was a red color indication. It just means that there is something on my left side. So far so good. I would say it's quite on point. Maybe a very, very, very mild slight delay. I don't know, like 0.3 seconds. But other than that, it's actually quite smooth. Alright, so I noticed that I can try the autopilot right now, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to try the autopilot. Oh no, it's no longer there. Okay, now I'm finally on the, I would say, bigger road. Okay, let's see what happens if you try the autopilot. You will have the little blue indicator there. Okay, cool. And let's see what happens if there is a car nearby. Okay, didn't show anything yet. So I think it only will have the indicator when there is a car passing behind me, not in front of me. So the blind spot reminder. Okay, so if a car passes by, they will have an indicator there. And let's try on our autopilot. You notice there's a blue light there. That's how you know. Okay, so far I would say that the display actually shows what do we need to do, all the important information. All right, that's very good. And you notice right now, when as it starts to get darker outside, it also shows this blue ring light, which I like it. That ambient finish is actually matched together with the car lighting, or in this case, the car interior light. Oh, okay, so you notice that actually it shows that the highlight is actually on because I have it on auto. So every time I brake, it rejuvenative braking, and when I drive, it just says consuming electricity, recharging and consuming electricity. Okay, so now we know. So when you're driving, at least you're clear. Are you within the speed limit, or Are you driving too fast, too slow? How much range you have left? Everything will be shown here clearly. So what happens if you pass by this car? Will you show? Yep, there you have it. It will show the blind spot warning. There's a car towards my left. Okay, so I'm just going to put my indicator so you can see it aligns. All right, I don't know whether you notice or not, it's actually quite near to almost no latency. Okay, let's see how it looks like when we go on reverse. So if I go on reverse, it will show the R indicator. Okay, brakes, put back on P. Now what happens if I open the door? It will show which door is actually open. So if I close the door, it shows it's closed. So they will be having there will be the door indicator on each corner. So they will have it on the for the driver seats, the passenger seats, and the rear seaters as well. All right, so let's just say what happens if I want to change the display. It's not touchscreen, by the way. On the button here, I need to either oh yeah, okay, on the button here I need to push to the left. Okay, so I need to push to the left, and you notice the display will display. I can select what to display, whether I want to show the cabin and the battery, how many degrees is the battery. Okay, let me do this again. When I step on the brakes, I just need to turn. Okay, I step on the brakes, and then I will just need to shift the right button to the left, and then you notice if I play a song, that's the volume. Okay, then if I want to change chill, it shows chill right now. I can't change it. Beside it shows, it just changed what I'm displaying so far. Okay, so it also shows what are the tire PSI. Let me show you again. So in this case, it's showing bar, which I would choose to change this to PSI. You need to do this in the app, or I would say in the website. So far, I would prefer to display this. Alright, so let's just say if you're on parking mode right now and you're not driving, but you would like to maybe enjoy YouTube, something like that. So what you're gonna do, you can actually take out your phone. Okay, just imagine that right now you're parking and you have free time. You don't need to look at this info right now. You can actually remove this, and you can actually have your phone and watch your favorite YouTube. Okay, so I would say it's very good because you can actually have it on. Maybe if you want to have your Waze, you can actually put your Waze here and drive at the same time. So I think that's a good plus point. So other than that, I would say this pretty much wraps up today's video. All right, so if you would like to watch a movie, okay, you can have it here. If you, let's just say if you want to have your Waze, you can do that too. Most importantly, the phone is just right in front of the air conditioner, so your phone is actually will not overheat. That's the cool part. Okay, so you can actually have your Waze here and drive at the same time. So I hope that you enjoyed this session where I give a quick review of the Tita display. And my thoughts about it, well, if you're a person that you want your, you just want to have, you don't want to take your eyes off the road, you want to have all the info just right in front of you, then this is something you should really consider. Till then, I'm Krystle. If you like what you see, just click on the description below. I link in my referral code. You can get your own Tita display. Till then, hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.